Yes, guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson Football Channel for your second Chelsea video of the day. I was just about to down tools a little bit for the evening. I was recording tomorrow morning's video, and then all of a sudden, Chelsea drops the photos. And yes, I am talking about Estêvão Willian. Chelsea Football Club, 36 minutes ago. He is here. Well, here he is what it said. I only had 3 words to read, and I still got it wrong. But I am absolutely buzzing for this guy. I was thinking today, I'm like, what is it right now that we're missing here at Chelsea? Is it the Xavi Simons, here we go? Well, yeah, we're still missing that, but we can wait for that one. Don't worry about it. Looking at all the training photos, looking at the players returning back to Cobham, I'm like, all right, João Pedro's there, and you had Estêvão Willian sneaking in the background, but then they deleted the video. And I'm like, don't tell me that they've deleted this because Estevão's actually going on loan. They know how excited we all are for him, and they didn't want us to get excited and then be like, well, right, we've sent a loan. He's going away. Nah, mate, this guy is here, and he is going to be staying at Chelsea this season. And I think realistically, of all of the signings that we've made, I can't lie. This signing of Estêvão Willian, because it happened so long ago, I feel as though we had that excitement, and I needed to make this video because I am so excited for this guy. When you think about, and we're going to go through his interview here, the amount of times in my lifetime, Chelsea, when we almost signed Robinho, I thought Robinho was going to be the best player in the world. We nearly got him, he went to Man City. Whatever, mate. I think we dodged a bullet there. Ronaldinho, he could have ended up at Chelsea. We tried to get Kaká. You know, we've had Willian, we've had David Luiz, we've had Ramirez, we've had some wonderful Brazilian footballers, but I just get the feeling that this one is one of those world-beating stars that we might simply have here now at our football club. And I mean, he does look legit, doesn't he? It really, really does suit him, that blue colour, with the World Championship logo in the flipping middle. Oh, it's beautiful. If you guys do want to get yourself any Chelsea kits or anything from the Mega Store, use the QR code on the screen or link in the description, GBFC10. Get you 10% off your order. But let's go and take a little look further. We're going to go through the interview, but there is the initial pictures promoting the interview, and I've not actually read this yet, so we're going to be reacting to it live. This is the first video. I don't know about all of this stuff, sticking him on a flipping podium as if his name's Lando Norris is what it is. But let's go and take a little look at this first interview, because I've not read this yet. I was literally just recording with Josh Aveste for the morning video, the return of the podcast, guys. And then I was like, nah, I can't look at it now. I've got to look at this with you lot on camera, because this is the signing that I'm most excited about. I'm kind of just delaying going through this interview because I want to make it clear, right? We're the world champions. We won the Conference League, back in the Champions League this season, and we are now bringing guys like this to our football club. I am excited. The first interview, here we go. Family, God, gratitude. Estevão's first interview as a Chelsea player may have only lasted 15 minutes, but it immediately provided a snapshot into who he is, not only as a footballer, but as a young man. I am a child of God, a calm boy, he began. In my free time, I love playing video games, and I like to spend time with my family as well. And I know this sounds very basic, but it does seem as though Estêvão comes from a really good family background with a clear focus on his football. But let's digress. Still in the early stages of learning English, Estevão's response to the question, do you have a favourite word yet, was revealing about him as a person, but also regarding how he is feeling in his life right now. Yes, it is. I am happy. I am very happy. And then here he is, wearing the Chelsea shirts at his first day at Cobham. There was even more telling response when asked what motivated him to become a footballer, a theme that would run throughout the interview. I think my biggest motivation is to give pride to my family, he stated. Not titles, not achievements, but for my family. And I think this is one of the most telling things about the early stages of what we know about Estêvão, is that everything is more our. It's a family thing. In Brazil, I've been to Brazil before. I wouldn't say I know what it's like, but I have seen firsthand what it's like in Brazil. I've met people that have gone down the wrong path in Brazil. And I've also met people that have used football as that catalyst to get away from it and move on. And I'm not saying that that was ever going to be the reality for Estêvão, but it is the reality for a lot of young Brazilians. So I think the fact that he's constantly referring to our and family is great for us moving forward. So it was more for them that I persevered during my childhood, and I persevere to this day. That answer belies his tender age. Estêvão only turned 18 just over 3 months ago, but this is a young man who has already made 83 appearances for Palmeiras and has 5 senior Brazil caps to his name. He has had to grow up quickly. Estêvão's talent has been clear since he was very young. Again, the importance of his family is clear, and this is here. Estêvão playing for Brazil. He said, "My inspiration is my father, my dad. He was always with me, and he is with me now in England. We always trained together and had that dream of playing, of getting into a professional team, of playing in Europe. I have come here to England with my family. They are everything to me. For them to be here means everything to me." Estêvão was speaking to us in his native Portuguese at his first day in Cobham. This is obviously the famous now picture of Cole Palmer and Estêvão together at the end of the match in the quarterfinals. He had already visited London by the time he spoke to us and is enjoying his new surroundings. He said, "It is incredible, spectacular, and I think there's a lot to visit, a lot to learn about the city, but for now, I'm loving it." So I think you've got an element of this here where we've got this 18-year-old kid who's come from Brazil, is clearly an incredibly talented footballer, but at the same time, culturally, it might take a while for him to settle in. So as much as this is obviously the video where we get excited, we listen to his first words, we see him in the kit for the first time, it's also very important to remember that absolutely everything is going to be new to him right now. So of course, he's using words a lot like spectacular. "It was a dream for me and my family to play for a big European club, and I can realise it now," he said excitedly. I always think this. Imagine actually being a professional footballer and having your first day. Unsurprisingly, Estêvão was not short of potential suitors while at Palmeiras, yet he decided Chelsea was the right club to develop and showcase his talents, and he has no doubts it was the right decision. He said their plans, the structure, and the club, everything, but mainly the plans and the project the club has, is what interested me and my family. And I think it was the best decision we could have made. And there he is again. Man, I'm actually so gassed on this signing, I'm not going to lie. Growing up in Francia, a young Estêvão honed his skills with his father, who is a pastor and used to play football himself. By the age of 8, Estêvão's talents had attracted the attention of Cruzeiro, and the family decided to relocate to Belo Horizonte, several hours away. At 14, it's only 4 years ago, by the way, that's mental, Palmeiras came calling, and by 16 he was playing in the first team. A senior Brazil debut arrived shortly after his 17th birthday, and he scored 27 goals and recorded 15 assists in his 83 appearances for Palmeiras. And of course, he scored against us in the Club World Cup. So as much as we're talking about a young player who has got no European footballing experience, we played against 3 teams from Brazil in the Club World Cup, and they were all incredibly aggressive sides. We know how physical it is, and even seeing him against Chelsea, right, up against the likes of Marc Cucurella, who was just following him around the pitch at times, as much as he didn't look too big and muscular, I think he might need to put on a little bit of weight potentially, maybe. He didn't look out of place, though, to be fair. A versatile forward, capable of playing wide or centrally, Estêvão lists dribbling, passing and finishing as his strongest attributes, and names Lionel Messi and fellow Brazilian Neymar as the 2 players who inspired him growing up. Another great photo here. Great job with the Chelsea media team. He would also watch the Premier League and said particular attention to fellow countryman Willian and another Blues legend. Eden Hazard is the one that I watched the most at Chelsea. He's ace. Estêvão said, "I feel as though this is just one of those like iconic signings that we have made, or that we are going to look back on in years and be like, yeah, when he's talking about Eden Hazard here, like, this is a big moment. This is why I want to make this video, you know, because I genuinely think this kid is going to be special for our football club." Let's move now. "It's a pleasure to be here where so many Brazilians made history," Estêvão said. "I hope to follow those who wrote a beautiful story here at Chelsea, just like they did." Estêvão didn't know any of his new Chelsea teammates personally before his move, but heard good things from one of those Brazilians. Estêvão explained, "After I had signed for Chelsea, and in the final game of 2024, I played against Thiago Silva. He came and talked to me. He said I was going to love the club, which has an incredible structure and is an incredible club. And now I am here. I can see how amazing this club is." And there is Thiago Silva, man, honestly. What an incredible custodian of this football club Thiago Silva is. An absolute legend. We move. Estêvão was speaking on his maiden trip to Cobham. It's the first time he's lived outside of Brazil, and the talented forward can't wait for the challenges that lie ahead. I am very, very excited, he said. It is a new experience in my life, a new stage. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope that it will go as well as possible. There he is again, signing his contract. That's the new kit. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's already signed the contract, so that's probably just for show there. But anyway, he said, my long-term goals at Chelsea are, this is a big one, I want to win all the titles possible, the Premier League and the Champions League as well, and personally to be the best in the world and keep working hard so that these dreams come true. Oh, isn't that just flipping wonderful? We got this 18-year-old who's come from Brazil and he's telling us he wants to win the Premier League, he wants the Champions League, and he wants to be the best player in the world. Man, if that don't get you... I'm already, like, beyond excited for what's to come this season, truthfully. I cannot wait for it. But this, and seeing Estêvão in a Chelsea shirt at the training ground and looking at quotes like that, oh, mate, I am absolutely buzzing for this guy. And look, I'll say it at the end of this video here because it's important. He's coming to the Premier League, the best, most competitive football league in the world. He's 18 and he's coming, doesn't speak the language. So this could take a little bit of time. But we have got to be patient with him. And again, I really hope this season that there is a fine line between if he isn't quite ready, making sure that we're realistic. Because I don't think we can just write him off early doors if it's not going to hit the ground running straight away. Because I think we're talking about a caliber of talent here that could be one of the best players in the world. So we have got to nurture him into the country, into the club, into the team, into the league, as carefully as possible. But at the same time, when you've got that star quality, sometimes you've also just got to let it go. You've got to let it go, not in the sense of sell him. No, absolutely not. I mean, let it go in terms of put him out there on the pitch and just let us see what he can do. I think it could be as simple as that with Estêvão Willian. But anyway, I wanted to make this full video because I feel as though we've been kind of waiting for this moment for years, and it is finally here. And I cannot wait to see him play for Chelsea. Make sure you subscribe to GBFC. I've got a huge, long video going out tomorrow morning with the big dog Josh Aveste. And tomorrow's my birthday. So I'd love it if you watched all the content tomorrow. And hopefully, maybe we get a birthday here we go for Xavi Simons. But I think Estêvão deserved a full video this evening because I, for one, am so excited to watch him at Chelsea. If you do want to get yourself anything from the Megastore this summer, use the QR code on the screen, link in the description as well, and the discount code is GBFC10 for 10% off everything at the Chelsea Megastore. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in tomorrow morning's video. Come on, you Blues.